Hey up, how you doing? You're right. Right, we have got a new beer in the glass to try, ladies and gentlemen. That there, in that there glass, that there's, is a Eldorado Smash. Let me get my book. Nice, easy malt bill, obviously, because it's a single malt and single hop. 4.5 kgs of the lovely, gorgeous, yummy Maris Otter. We've got, obviously, Eldorado, 80 grams last 10 minutes, and 50 grams flame out, cool down. We use Cross My Loof 5 yeast. We fermented under pressure at 20 degrees C at 15 psi. OG is 1.044, final gravity is 1.006, and it came in at 5% of the ABVage. Right, this was supposed to be a Strata Smash. Then I got my book out and had a look, and the last smash I did with a Strata Smash, I don't know how I forgot, but I had another 250 grams of Strata in the freezer, so I don't know how I ended up with so much of that. But I had 250 grams of Eldorado, so I thought I'll do that. I've used Eldorado before in conjunction with other hops, but I've never used it on its own. It's got a light fruity nose to it. There's a slight haze, and that is the normal carbonation under 15 psi pressure. Nothing's been added to that at all. It's got a nice white fluffy head. It looks inviting. It looks like a nice little refreshing beer. My idea of this was to make it a summer light, refreshing, easy drinking, when the weather's nice, smash. That's generally what they do, isn't it? So the mouthfeel, it's light. It's like a lagery mouthfeel, which is what I was aiming for. I wanted to sit in the garden in the sun and chug a few of these. 5%, we're not a million miles out there. We can have a few, can't we? Like I said, lightly fruity. It's like stone fruity, it's tropical, lightly tropical. It's got like a mango-y flavour to it. It's a little bit sweet, like in the flavour, not as in it finished, the ABV finished higher. It's not that sort of sweet, like a sweetie, not a sweetie, it's not sweetie, like a sweeter mouthfeel to the hops. It's got a bit of a resiny, you know, like a piney back end to it, but it's all very light. All going well, we're saying, aren't we? We're all going well. I mean, it's a lovely, drinkable, chuggable little drop, this. I'm really enjoying it. It's all right, but I need to read hop profiles before I buy them. I think I bought this from Cross My Loof, and I think it was in a bargain bucket, 250 grams. It wasn't expensive. And I really need to not do that. Go, oh, they're a decent price. Well, let's get them. I need to look, if I'm going to do a smash, at the hop profile of that hop, because this one is renowned. I mean, it's supposed to have a bit of pineapple in it, I think, but I can't get any pineapple from this. But what I am getting from this is a bit of a pear. On another video, I had a few bottles of these sat after because I over-egged it, and a couple of them was really fizzy, and I hadn't added any carbonation drops. They'd obviously got some sort of infection or something going on in the bottle. I obviously didn't do it properly. I'm slack. I'm normally pretty good with that, but something had happened in the bottle. It didn't taste the TCP or anything. It wasn't off. It was just really fizzy. I just had a little funny funk. Now, I don't know whether those bottles didn't have a funny funk at all. I think they just carved up a little bit. And that funny funk, and I've been racking my brains and thinking about it, and I'm nearly, absolutely, definitely convinced it was pear. And, like I say, I've looked at the hop profile, and you get pears off this, and I am getting pears off it. Ideally, in an ideal world, that would be okay, wouldn't it? But I seriously, really, I don't like pears. There's not much I don't like, but if pears was the last fruit in the world, on the planet, and there was no other food, I would starve to death because I don't think I could do it. It's in the realms of other things. What else don't I like? Pickled herring or smoked mackerel. If those was the last things on earth to eat, I would perish because I just can't eat them. I don't like a pear. I don't like a pair of pears. I don't like any pears. So everything is not so light and fluffy and happy in this brewery at the moment, but luckily the pear isn't the big jump out. Those tropical fruits are hiding it a bit, but I can't get over it. I'm definitely getting pear from it, but luckily it's not the prominent smell and taste that I'm getting, so I can live with it. But I wouldn't dream of brewing with any hops that are going to give me pear if I could think about it before, because I just do not like pears. I just don't like them. Funny, isn't it? Because I don't think there's any other fruit I don't like. Don't think there is. There's not many foods I don't like, to be fair. Not many foods. I say herring, mackerel, pears. Not cool. But, and I knew there was something about it. I knew there was something about it for a while, so it's not all bad. And I just couldn't quite pick out what I didn't like. So it's not like right in your face. It's just something, it was there. And it took me a little while to distinguish it. So we're not, like I say, it's not completely ruining the beer for me because it's not front forward ruining it. But, yeah, I wouldn't choose it in a beer. I wouldn't choose it in anything, to be fair. But, so not all is bad. We're still all right. We're still happy with it. We're not going to be on a downer, are we? We're not going to be on a downer. It's still drinkable. I'm still enjoying it. Luckily, the hoppiness in this is quite light. It's not a big banger with the hops. It's just in there, and that pear isn't front and centre. So, but it's there, and it's there, and I know it's there, but I can still drink it. It's not ruined it. Lesson learnt. It's definitely pear. The more I drink it, the more I know it is pear. Maybe it's my brain, but it's definitely pear. How many times do you reckon I've said pear in this video? Sorry. But that's the point of it. But, to be fair, the beer looks good. The head's sticking around. It's got a nice bit of lace in. It is refreshing. It's light. It's summery. It's fruity. We're going to drink it. We're going to drink it. It's going to be right. Just not what I would choose. But we learn, don't we? We live and learn. I'm just going to look into hops a little bit more closely when I buy them. On a whim. After a couple of beers. When they're a bit cheaper and I'm trying to save some money. Quality maybe over quantity, or the right hops at the right time. I've still got some left, but I've used them with other hops before, like I've said, and the pear is even, it gets mixed up with everything, and it's not the dominant taste and smell. So it's okay with other things. They'll still get used. They'll get used with something else with other hops. I just wouldn't use them on their own. But this is why I do this. I like getting to know a bit of an hop, and if it wasn't for that one part of it, this would be a lovely hop. Anyway, this one was sponsored by the word pear. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you all. Cheers.